Hey guys, so I know first time I've been on here. I'm actually on lunch. I didn't look and see what time it was. Let me check. Okay, I have some time. First thing, Aaron, thank you again for this cup because I left this at work yesterday, which was such a bummer because I just filled it up with water and was getting ready to leave, and then I left it at my desk when I was packing up all my stuff. I came in this morning, so that was yesterday at 4:30. Came in this morning and it was still cold, like ice cold. Can you believe it? I have not been doing it very well with my water. So this morning my husband had his doctor's appointment, so that's why I did not pop on here this morning. And that's why I don't have a lunch. So I'm going to show you what I picked up at Safeway. We went and saw the kidney specialist. First time we've seen her because this was a new diagnosis with his kidneys. She said that she looked back at his labs all the way back to 2016. She said it looks like in 2018 was when his kidneys started to fail. And she said that she sees he has 6 blood draws in the last 8 weeks, which is true. But that was between, when he had his, first like, okay, this is what we're trying to see what's going on. And then his appendix burst. And then we had all those blood tests. I mean, that's kind of why there's so many. But they did 3 of them just for the kidneys when it started showing things up. So she sees that it is getting progressively worse. He's also anemic, which we found out from the last blood test. But she said she looked all the way back, and the anemia has been showing, has been going pretty much along with the kidneys, which is one of the symptoms of kidney failure. So he's in stage 3, which is not as bad as it sounds. It's not good, but it's definitely not like kidney failure. She said at this point, we're at the point where it's more finding now why he is in kidney failure, or has kidney disease, like why. That's where we're at. So she thinks based on his history, it has to do with one of his medications that he's taking, or maybe 2 of his medications that he's taking, one or the other. She doesn't think it's both. She thinks it's one or the other. However, she said it's easier first to eliminate any underlying diseases that he may have. That's the easiest thing first, because if he doesn't have any of the diseases that could cause kidney disease, she mentioned a couple like lupus, and I can't remember the other one, but she already pretty much said those ones she doesn't think those are because his urine came back fine, and usually those, I guess, first show up as a protein or blood in your urine, and so she feels pretty confident it's not the 2 that she mentioned. But she says there are like blood diseases, and so she said that test, there is one of the tests, and I'm pretty sure it's the one for the blood disease, takes over a week to get back because it is more extensive, has to be sent off to a different lab. So that one we won't hear about probably until after the first of the year. She leaves for 3 weeks after this week. But she did say she would have people in her office. She's the only doctor in her office, but she has her medical assistant and the front person. So she said that if anything looks really bad on his test, then she would have them call us and we can change what we have, what our next course, our next steps are. Because at this point, the next steps are, okay, she's doing, I'm not even kidding, like 14 vials of blood. That is insane to me. But that's how much she's really trying to eliminate a lot of things. It was like 5 pages of lab work, which each has like several things on them. So when we start getting these test results back, what she said that she wants to do next, he sees a psychiatrist. It's one of his medications a psychiatrist prescribes to him, is what she's worried about. And she asked when we saw him next, and it's not until like February 18th or somewhere around there. So she wants to see us before he goes into a psychiatrist. That way, when we come back when we go to see him, we have an idea of what the lab said. We have like a whole, she wants to have a bunch of data that she can send over to the psychiatrist to look at before we get there for that appointment. So we're seeing her again on February 4th. She said, unless anything comes back that's concerning to her in those labs that we need to see sooner. And then she said she'll have us come see her sooner and have us see the psychiatrist sooner. The other thing it could be, which she, here's the funny thing. So you guys know, it's like, I like research everything. And when all this started happening, I was doing a ton of research online. when we started seeing his labs. I was looking up every single one of those acronyms on his labs, trying to figure out what they all meant and what they could mean and how it could relate to a kidney and all of that, and like, you know, the heart stuff, the breathing, everything. I was trying to, you know, trying to be informed. And one thing I had read was that possibly Prilosec, which is a proton inhibitor, could cause that, and he has to take that for acid reflux, and he's been taking that for like 10 years and every day, and he's had the endoscopy and everything. He has a, I can't remember the name, the kind of doctor that is, but that's, you know, what he prescribed for him. And we've tried other ones because we knew that the proton inhibitors can be bad for you. Plus your body can get used to them. And so you have to kind of change sometimes. So your body will get mixed up. And she even said that. So when I was talking to her, the words I was using, because I've been doing so much research, she goes, "Are you in the medical field?" No, I just like to look things up. I told her I just like to know what's going on. I was doing a lot of research, just trying to figure some things out in between all this. And she seemed okay with that. I know some doctors get kind of annoyed with, you know, like Google doctors, you know, you're trying to Google your stuff, but she seemed okay with it. One thing I super really like about her is that she said that she is going to defer to his psychiatrist about changing any of those drugs. She goes, yes, kidneys are good, but so is stabilizing your moods and keeping that stuff in check. So she wants to work alongside with the psychiatrist versus telling him you need to change something. She says she's not that kind of doctor, and she wants that it's about the patient, and she wants us to be happy with the decision and all of his care team to be happy with the decision. So I'm very happy about that. And his psychiatrist had actually told him the same thing when he went and saw him in October, just as a regular visit. He had said the same thing. He said he watches his labs, he has noticed the kidney thing, and that there is something else we can do, but he doesn't want to have to go that way unless we have to, and he may be able to make some adjustments in other places. So it sounds like he has a really good team, and I feel like like I said, I really like her. The whole entire office, from the moment we walked in there, she has one secretary, one medical assistant, and herself. And from the moment of talking to each one of those people, it was a very pleasant experience, which I have been to doctor's offices that have been terrible from the moment you walk in. And I feel like that is a reflection on the doctor a lot of time, because I feel like if they want to have a good doctor's office, they're going to hire your first point of contact, which are the secretaries or receptionists or whatever up front, and your medical assistants. Those are your first point of contact. And if you're getting a bad experience, then you're not going to be happy in a whole. And that's how it always has been with places like that. And I have changed doctors because of the front office staff or the medical assistant staff. I just don't, like I said, I don't think it's a good reflection and good management of a physician to do that. Anyway, it was a very good experience. So we went and got the blood drawn. We did all that, and I got to work about almost 11, and so now it's lunchtime, and it's crazy at work. It's crazy busy. So that is an update. Sorry, it's really long-winded, but I've been in a lot of questions. So now I'll show you what I bought for lunch. So I was gonna bring some of the lasagna, but I knew I needed to come to the store anyway, and honestly, I just wasn't feeling it. My stomach is feeling slight bit better today. I just keep having these waves of nausea, and I'm just afraid that lasagna would have been way too heavy, so I did not go there. So I decided just to get something a little bit lighter. So what I did was I picked up some of this, it's peppered turkey. Actually has pretty good ingredients. So it's just pre-sliced pepper turkey. They had them already sliced in there, and then I picked up some Colby Jack cheese. I have like one slice left of the buffalo chicken in my refrigerator at work, so I think I'm gonna finish that off. And then I picked up a pink grapefruit ice. I think that'll be all good on my tummy. I picked up lunch for my coworker because she doesn't think she's gonna be able to get out, so I'm gonna get her lunch to her. And for dinner tonight, I'm doing breakfast for dinner. I'm gonna make a big pile of pancakes for the family, and then I think I'm just gonna make me some bacon and eggs. I've been craving, because I haven't been really feeling like, ow, that actually hurt. I haven't been like wanting breakfast in the morning. So I'm like craving like bacon, eggs, and avocado or something like that. So yeah, really wanting that. I still have some of the Sola bread in the freezer, so I may like have a piece of toast and some eggs and bacon and avocado, and that sounds amazing. So I think that'll be my dinner tonight. I will show you that tomorrow. It's Friday, thank goodness. Although it's like we need one more day at work this week, but it'll be okay. We have a lot. We have our last week next week of work. We have a potluck on Monday. I'm gonna bring a dish that I know I can eat, so that'll be my way I handle that. And then that's our last week before we go on break. And that's the last week before Christmas, you guys. But I am done with my Christmas shopping. I just have to get gift cards and then I'm done. So I have to go by Dutch Brothers, get a gift card there. I have to go and get like a Visa gift card and then do the 2 of them on my for my older boys on Amazon. And I am done with Christmas shopping. Besides, I want to get some gifts for a couple friends. Oh, my coworkers. We're doing stockings at work with the coworkers. So I just need to get some stocking stuffers for them. So there's like 5 of us in our department. We'll still have to buy it for 4 people. So I'm gonna do that this weekend. So that is an update. I hope you guys are all doing well. I know a couple people have contacted me that they've sent Christmas cards. So I will check my P.O. box on Saturday and see if any of them have come in. And I don't want to write, pre-write the Christmas cards because I want them to be very personal. I do have like 4 or 5 people that I already plan on sending Christmas cards to. So Saturday, I think I'm going to sit down at the table, turn on a Christmas movie on my iPad, and do a bunch of Christmas cards. So that will probably be my Saturday night. I know, I'm so exciting, you guys. So exciting. Love this cup, Erin. Okay. I'm out of here. I will talk to you guys later. I will show you dinner when it's all done.